Welcome to the Creative and Ambitious Entrepreneur Podcast.
My name is Jen Clark.
And I'm Elka Clark. We are a mother-daughter team who started our Zazzle e-commerce businesses over 10 years ago and have sold $15 million and counting of products on Zazzle with our designs on them.
We had so many people asking us how we did this, so we created our signature course, the Profit by Design Academy, which teaches our 5 strategies for success on Zazzle.
When we aren't helping creative entrepreneurs just like you create profitable e-commerce businesses, we love cooking food from places all over the world that we've traveled to, jet setting to our next dream destination, spending quality time with our close friends and family, or having fun creating our next bestsellers in our Zazzle businesses.
In this podcast, we share actionable steps you, the creative, can take to make money in your e-commerce business on Zazzle. Each episode will take you one step closer to achieving freedom with your time, location, and finances.
We believe that you can have anything you dream of, as long as you work smarter, not harder. And we're here to give you the tools you need to make your dreams happen. Let's get started. Well, hey there, it's Elka.
And Jen, and welcome to another episode of the Creative and Ambitious Entrepreneur Podcast. And today we are talking about how to use Zazzle Editors Picks to make more sales.
That's right. And we're going to cover a whole bunch of points. And it's going to be really good because this is a very little tiny secret that you want to not have as a secret if you're on the Zazzle marketplace and trying to sell. These editor picks are very, very powerful. And they're going to be something that's going to leverage your ability to make more sales on the marketplace. Like, this is very much a thing that's just for people who are shopping on Zazzle, and how you can get that to happen for you, your product stand out, and the editor's picks are the way to do it. So we're going to cover a couple of points. We're going to go talk to you about what actually an editor's pick is. We're going to tell you how to get one or more. And we're going to talk about the benefits of what it is when you do get these editor's picks. And one of the things that we love about the progress that our students are making is the editor's picks that they get, because that just leads to more sales. So editor's picks equal sales. So that's a thing you need to strive for if you're a Zazzle designer. And we're going to talk all about that in this episode. Mm-hmm. So let's get started.
Okay. So first of all, what is an editor's pick? Editor's picks are Zazzle products that clearly the editor or like someone high up on Zazzle in terms of their marketing team has chosen to be featured on, the Zazzle platform in the marketplace. And it's usually one of the designs that they see that's up and coming and trending, or that it has actually had a lot of sales previously. And it's just sort of deemed like, I want to say, a better of a design of a product. And it's like a gold star of recognition by the marketing team on Zazzle, right?
It truly is. It's actually a gold star. Yeah. So it's a product that is going to be like when you're on the Zazzle platform and you make products up and then you post them for sale and all of a sudden you get a gold star, then that's the editor's picks. And right underneath the gold star is the word editor's picks. Mm-hmm. So that's also the other thing, or editor's pick, depending on how it goes. And then the second thing that's happening, like that's what people see if they get a sort. Like if you're searching for something on Zazzle and you get a result of a set of products that fit your keyword search of what you're shopping for, then the products are all listed. And there's a little bit of there's a picture, then there's a little bit of text underneath. They might show the store name, they might not, depending on the view that you have. But ultimately, underneath that, just before the next picture, like right underneath, the last thing you see is the gold star if you have the product that you own on the Zazzle marketplace that has one of these editor's pick options. And it's not actually an option, it's more like a designation. So that's really cool because it's got the little gold star and it makes it really noticeable, like based on how it looks compared to someone's product that doesn't have the gold star. And then right underneath it says editor's pick. And so, but then when someone clicks on that product, there's another advantage, because then when they click on the product, then they see the product page where it's all the information about the product and they see it in a bigger format. There's also a little label, at least on the laptop version. I don't know if they still do that on the mobile because there may not be a lot of room, but on the laptop version, there's this option for you to have, like, underneath your title, there's this little yellow bar and it says Editor's Pick in it. And then literally the option is to hover over that bar. So first of all, the bar is really cool because it like just again goes like, ooh, this is an editor's pick. But then also when the people who are shopping hover over that editor's bar, like the yellow bar, they're going to get this little pop-up window. And the pop-up window actually, and I'm going to read it. It says, these designs get a gold star. Handpicked by the trend spotting experts here at Zazzle, Editor's Picks are some of the Zazzle products that really stand out from the crowd. And whoa, right? Like if you're a customer and you're reading this, it's like the golden ticket for people wanting to buy something. They're going like, I don't know if I should trust this. And it's like, wait a minute, Zazzle picked this out. So all of a sudden the sales are much more imminent and people are getting more and more comfortable with thinking that I should buy this rather than another one I was looking at that doesn't have a Zazzle editor's pick. And so, wow, like what advantage is there? Huge, first of all. The last thing that we want to tell you about in terms of the editor's pick is it never goes away. So as soon as you get one of those, you've got that for that product's lifetime on the Zazzle marketplace. So even if you had that editor's pick given to you 5-10 years ago, you still have that on that product and it's constantly going to help you get more sales. So are editor's picks important?
Yes, I would say so.
They certainly are. And they can be such a leverage. Now, if you promote that product, you're not going to see that editor's pick on the outside, like externally.
Yeah.
Like if someone pins it to Pinterest or it's seen on Google searches, that's not the case. But it's on the Zazzle marketplace. The Zazzle staff are doing a really great job of convincing people and making it the journey of buying more comfortable and more trusting with these gold stars because they're really trying to get the people to go like, you know what, we love this product too. Why don't you go ahead and buy it? And so for us as Zazzle designers, this is huge. And it's really helped us personally. Like we've got a lot of editors picks, right?
Yeah.
To sell more. So the advantage to all of this is to sell more. It can't guarantee your sales, but it can certainly help you sell more than what you were selling before. Okay. So that's all about what an editor's pick is. So how can you get one? That's number 2.
I think that, first of all, you definitely need to make good designs. And as we mentioned before, they have been your products that get editor's picks are handpicked by the Zazzle trend spotting team. As I mentioned before, the marketing team or trend spotting team, either way. But you obviously have to have a good design, first of all, for them to pick it. And good design means, first of all, visually appealing and good trend in terms of fonts or colors or just the way that the design is laid out. But then also you need to make sure that you have all your templates properly. Like the structure of the design obviously has to be proper too, like what's in the back end in terms of the customization for the customer, right?
Yeah, everything has to be spot on in order for the customer to have a good buying journey, right? It might be a really great design, but then if the Zazzle trend spotters are not like able to go through the customer journey, fill out the templates, if it's got customization templates for text or for photo or image or whatever, or there's any sort of issue with like maybe the titles and tags are not actually directing the customer to this product properly, then they're not going to give you a gold star. And so it has to all be good. And this is where the whole thing comes together with our 5 strategies. You have to deliver good products. And like, obviously they're blank products that we as designers put our design on, but what we need to do is show up and say, okay, first of all, we have to deliver on the good design, just like Jen said, but we also have to make sure that it's set up properly and that people, when they search for it, and with the titles and tags that you've put onto those products, that the customer comes and actually gets what they thought they were going to get when they do the search. And so all of that has to come together. And then it has to still like basically sort of pop out as a cool thing that Zazzle wants to add their sign to, right? Like, because basically you're getting like a gold star as if Zazzle likes this. And so we need to make sure that if we're going to try for these gold stars, just like when you're in the teachers, when you're at school and you do the work, you do what's needed to get the A or the gold star. This is the same thing. And it is not going to happen for you if you're, copying or doing poor design or poor templates or like something where the customer would not have a good buying experience. even if your images are blurry or something, and you might have a great design, but the design is actually very poor quality, like low DPIs, anything like that that would make the Zazzle customer service have to be called into action, you're not going to get a gold star.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want to get across to you this time, is that these gold stars, the editor's pick, can be very lucrative, but don't get upset if you don't get them, because we want to tell you that means you haven't delivered on what they're looking for right now. And you could still have amazing titles and tags and a really nice design, but if it's not what is currently trending and you're not like delivering on that next new thing, then maybe your design won't get picked up. And I think that's the key here, is Zazzle always wants fresh, new, very unique designs, so that they can say, hey, look at this. You've got to keep coming back to Zazzle in order for you to keep finding all these really cool designs and all these new, fresh things. And that's how Zazzle makes people come to the Zazzle platform. But it's also benefiting us, because that means that they're always bringing more traffic in, so people can see all the products we've made and put up for sale on the Zazzle marketplace. So we all win in this. So never think that Zazzle's your enemy because you haven't gotten your gold stars yet. It's because you haven't shown up to deliver on what they were currently looking for. Maybe you deliver 3 months later, then it's too late. If maybe that you deliver a little too early and the trend spotters weren't looking for that yet, then you don't get the star. But there's a whole bunch of things that have to come together. So don't begrudge when you don't get one, but you have to definitely love it when they give you one, because, and then we're going to move into some of the benefits. But one of the other benefits ultimately down the road is that means then you can just leverage that, not just in the marketplace, but you can do some other things that we're going to talk about at the end of the benefits. But I'm just kind of foreshadowing. It's kind of cool. And it's like, I got an editor's pick. And you can like tap yourself on the shoulder and use that to leverage how you're doing on the Zazzle marketplace.
Have you heard about our newest program, the Z Supercharger, yet?
Are you a new or current Zazzle designer who's overwhelmed with what to do, frustrated with lack of sales, uncertain about what works, feeling icky about selling, and unsure how you can generate consistent sales in your Zazzle business?
The Z Supercharger is a brand new way for you to receive consistent critiques from Zazzle experts on your designs, titles and tags, store categories, and collections. Increase your power to get to consistent 5K months faster on Zazzle with the Z Supercharger, which is specifically created to help you improve your design, SEO, and marketing skills.
This critiqued-based program is perfect for you if you want to receive feedback from us, Jen and Elka Clark, on your designs, titles and tags, store categories, and collections as you populate your Zazzle store to increase your power to get to consistent 5K months.
Head over to the show notes to grab the link, and we'll see you in the Z Supercharger. Now let's get back to the show.
So let's go into some of the benefits. So let's just go over them quickly, and then we'll talk about them as a whole. As we mentioned earlier on, when you've got that gold star on one of the products that you've got, and the popular sort comes out, and the customer is looking for a product and they see a gold star next to yours, then of course they're going to go like, ooh, this must be different. Must have like a seal of approval. And so they might go for yours over someone who may not have a star next to their product that's delivering the same, value. And so then you might get more sales. So all of these benefits are sales. So the second one is coming in that as well, but the seal of approval and that Zazzle recognition, you can also benefit from that, because not only can you get more sales, but it'll make you feel confident and comfortable designing more like that, because then you're going to be able to say, okay, well, if they like this, then maybe I could keep moving in that direction and build out my portfolio with more of those. And so it gives you feeling of confidence as well, that you're doing okay as a designer. You're delivering what they are looking for. And the other thing that's really cool is, as I mentioned, and I think this is like I'm overdoing this because I said all this already before, but I would, as a buyer, if I see this and I go like, ooh, there's a gold star there, I would buy that over the other one. And so there's huge influence happening just by visually seeing that star next to that product. and they haven't like checked price. They haven't checked any quality or anything, or even maybe if you have a gold star, your design might be nicer, but maybe the other design's even nicer. And they would actually like the other one, but they might choose the one with the gold star just because, right? So you actually almost have like an ability to really influence a lot of the buying decision just because of that little gold star that's underneath the product when the customer is looking for what to buy. And it also lends you credibility. Like initially I said it's because you can then say, okay, I'm doing a good job as a designer, but the customer is going like, wow, you know what? This designer is being accredited by the Zazzle marketplace. And so people just feel more comfortable buying. And then what I wanted to do is like give you one more at the end as your benefit. Because now you can tell everybody, right? You run home from school when you were younger, you go, mommy, I got a gold star, right? So now what you can do is you can literally do that with your product in a bit more of a professional way. And don't just tell your mom. You can tell everybody else. You can put it on your Instagram feed or stories, or even post it if you want. You can put it in your blog. You can put it on Facebook. You can email out to your clients if you've got a website and an email list. You just can go to town on this, and you can put it in the media section as well. And some people actually put, like it's a little bit more difficult to do this, but some people actually use a store category in their own Zazzle store where they put all the editors' picks, which is kind of fun. And it may not help people find your products because you're put it in a category that is based on editors' picks. But if people kind of get the idea about it, then they realize, oh, these are all the things that Zazzle's really recognized. Mm-hmm. And so you can use promotion as a way to really leverage and get more people to find out about you. And the fact that Zazzle's accredited you and honored you and seen you and picked you as an editor's pick, which is awesome, right? Because it's not just your product, it's also you as a designer. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're saying, right? We're saying that through that product pick as an editor's pick, you're getting recognition as a designer. And I love that because it makes you feel good anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it does.
At one point, we were like collecting trophies. How many editor's picks do you have, Jen? And then she was like, Mom, well, I've got this many. How many do you have? And and there is a correlation between our editor's picks and sales. So
definitely,
we encourage you now to go and strive for those. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing like that you can do that's like influencing the Zazzle people or whatever. Don't think that like our editors' picks have come without any contact with Zazzle.
Well, yeah, I think we actually didn't cover on how you get one. Like you say good designs, but
you say that you make good designs. You filled that in.
Yeah. No, I know. But in terms of actually being notified or there's no sort of checklist or a submission program or anything. It's just that Zazzle's trend spotting team, like their marketing, they come and they look and they scour the marketplace for trending designs and designs that look good, and then your design is just picked. So you don't actually email them or submit anything to them. It's just that they will randomly pick yours if your design is up to their standards and what they're looking for at that point in time. And so we do have lots of editors' picks, myself and Elka, but we haven't done anything. And it also doesn't matter in terms of sales either, in terms of like how much you've sold on your Zazzle store or how much money you've made in general. We have some students who are part of our like course community, obviously, and they have received editors' picks and they have just joined Zazzle or they haven't made that much money yet, but it's all based on the actual specific design, not on, how long you've been on Zazzle or how much money you've made or how many designs you have either. You don't have to have thousands of different products for one of your products to be picked as an editor's pick as well. It's just solely based on design and the functionality of it, and how it's popular and trending and what they're looking for to, deem as something popular within the marketplace right now. Right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so it is a bit of a like hit and miss because you don't know if you're going to get one or not. And there's no email that says, oh, we just gave you this editor's pick. You have to kind of keep looking back into your store and seeing if all of a sudden, oh, I got an editor's pick. I didn't realize that was, on my product. But once you get one of these, boy, they give you a bit of a thrill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
It's like, yay, Zazzle likes my stuff. But also it's like, oh, good. There's opportunity for me to make some more sales.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
So thank you so much for listening, because this is a small thing that could have a big, powerful influence on your sales. And it all depends on you doing what Jennifer said initially, is creating a really unique, beautiful designs, things that customers want, trending and completely functional and like just spot on, like a good, solid, professional product. And it'll actually make you strive to become better as a designer and deliver more things to the Zazzle marketplace that have that higher potential of selling. Because another reason why the editor's pick gets given to you is because Zazzle's trend spotters are actually hoping that they're going to sell more, right? And so we are always hoping for more sales. But then Zazzle has a higher level of responsibility because they're the ones that are deciding what gets picked. And so their reputation is on the line. So they're only going to pick the best. And so deliver the best.
Yeah. So thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Creative and Ambitious Entrepreneur Podcast. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to the Creative and Ambitious Entrepreneur with Jen and Elka Clark.
We hope this episode has given you actionable steps to start and scale your Zazzle business so that you can have the passive online income to have location and time freedom to live your dream life.
If you've enjoyed this episode, please take a minute to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. Each review helps us reach more creative entrepreneurs like you working to create a profitable e-commerce business.
And don't forget to take a screenshot and share it on your Instagram stories and tag us at Miss Jen Clark and at Elka Clark. We'd love to hear your biggest takeaways from today's episode. See you back here next week.